Topic I chose to present on is agricultural technology in the business world. First things first, what it is agricultural technology is becoming a very vital part of the farming industry, and basically without it, farming as we know it would not exist. Uh, some of these technologies are GPS and combines, crop sensors, air and soil sensors, equipment telematics, and vertical farming. This all goes into solving food shortages, crop poisoning, and letting the farming industry thrive as a whole, but there are also many downsides to it. Thing, First thing I'd like to cover would be the benefits of it. So technologies pretty much revolve around the agricultural world and are used to grow crops and maintain farm life as efficiently as possible. Businesses like John Deere ask for these technologies, and what they want is what they get. So benefits of these: GPS allows for the use of precision farming, where the combine will almost drive itself around based on directions that satellites are sending them through a computer. Uh, Crop sensors are using infrared technology to see the health of the crops across a field and to see what they may be able to do to fix the growth of these crops. Another thing they have is air and soil sensors, which is great if they're having droughts or something. It's able to gauge water levels in the soil and air to show how crop turnout might end up, or where you might need to get more water on the farm than other places. Another cool feature, I guess, would be equipment telematics. This is pretty much hindsight 2020. It tells you when a part in a machine is about to fail. That way you can replace it before it actually fails. This keeps everything running as efficiently as possible and allows everything to keep running smoothly. Definitely last, but definitely not least, would be vertical farming. This is super cool. It is pretty much, instead of having farms widespread out like they are across the Midwest, they'd be in skyscrapers. This allows us to increase yield percentages and, I guess, allow transportation costs to be lowered, because big cities would have the ability to now create their own produce, and this would allow cities all over the world to be able to have what they need to survive. Uh, some of the problems with this technology would be as more technology gets introduced into the industry, the less actual workers are in the industry. Um, so with these advancements, more and more jobs are being replaced by the technology. 10% of farmers already have self-steering combines, and by 2020, they expect this percentage to greatly increase. Um, Now, like I said, lots of farmers are tending to not like these, but the worry is that with the way the future goes, people will want to invest more and more in this self-sustaining technology. Another thing that's happening is gene mutations. So pretty much it's making crops easier to grow, making them grow larger, more rapidly, with less infections to increase their yield percentage, which sounds great, but it is using different preservatives that really aren't good for human consumption, and it's making the way that the natural plant, like corn, for example, the way that we know corn today really isn't the same as the way the corn was back in the 1700s and whatnot, just based on what science has done to these plants. In the near future, technology will continue to grow, but I feel like it will eventually hit a certain extent. Uh, Farmers and mechanics are always going to be needed. Project overseers to oversee the entire operation will always be needed for the farming industry, but eventually technology will take over lots of roles in the industry. Citations. I have 3 scholarly sources and 2 sources that I got off of Google. So I will leave you with that and have a wonderful Christmas break.